Bruno Mars and Treasure. It's 25 to 11, the Dave Monk programme, BBC Essex, and thank you to all the people who are calling and texting this morning on this subject of teachers' presence. I'm sorry, I think parents are under enough pressure at the moment, and I think probably teachers would agree, without putting extra pressure on them. But anyway, we'll go back to that subject in a minute. Now, I just want to bring this to your attention because this is amazing. I have two young men with me at the moment in the studio who have won an award for their website. It highlights the historic and natural strengths of Canvey Island. They started their website, which is called beyondthepoint.co.uk, and I had a look at it this morning. It's really good. It really is good. They started it in 2011. They started archiving local history in the South Essex area. Their site gets 1,500 views roughly each month. It's been praised by the Community Archives and Heritage Group at their annual conference. They got the award for Best Online Community Archive, as well as scooping the overall Community Archive and Heritage Group of the Year award. So they've got awards coming out their ears. It's fantastic. And they will be presented with their award from the organisation, I believe, today at a party in their honour. Joe Mander and Liam Heatherson. Good morning to both of you, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Am I looking at the two multimillionaires of the future, Liam, do you think?
Maybe, although I think we've certainly got that drive to sort of always do something more. Although originally Beyond the Point did start off as just a sort of blog between us two, and then it took off quite unexpectedly.
And Joe, how did it all start?
I suppose we were just out one day and we come across some remains on Canvey Island, which turned out to be the site of an oil refinery. And then we decided to set up a blog and record every time we go out, and then I suppose it just evolved into this Beyond the Point site today.
And you were both 14 at the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're only 16 now?
Yeah.
And you just finished your exams?
Yeah.
Way! How are you both feeling at the moment, Liam?
It's a really good feeling. I think we've always had to sort of balance Beyond the Point as our hobby time during school, but now I think we can put some work into actually sort of doing the things we didn't have time to do.
Except because you've got A-levels in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't want to remind you of that sort of thing. So, Joe, I mean, how you say you saw these remains, you thought, we'll do something about this. How did you grow the site?
I suppose it's just sort of evolved over time. We bought a domain name, and then from then I suppose we just become more professional, and when we go out we take pictures and we record documentaries on the site, and then we just blend that together and write articles on our website.
Right, and you say the name, where'd you get that from, Beyond the Point?
I suppose it's just a case of us going beyond the point of Canvey, beyond Canvey Point, and also beyond the point of local history. We don't just do the general history, it's more the unseen areas.
Right, and what sort of things, Liam, have you got on the site at the moment?
At the moment, we've got all sorts of unseen history. We recently got a tour around a nuclear bunker in Benfleet, which is actually still used as an emergency planning room in case there's a flood or an explosion or
Unfortunately,
like
they found that once they built the nuclear bunker in Benfleet, it wouldn't actually take a nuclear attack, didn't they? Which I was reading that on your site this morning, and I had no idea that was the case, and it was really interesting information, wasn't it? And a plan of the room as well, isn't there? Which is really good. Where do you get all this information? Are you finding that people are happy to give you this information, Joe?
Yeah, we get some information from online for searching for locations and that, and I suppose the rest of it is from people telling us places to go and rumours and that to investigate.
And what about the awards, Liam, that you've won up to now? How did they all come about?
Well, last year, towards the end of the year, we were, one of our people from one of the local archives suggested that we should enter a competition, which was, of course, this Community Archive Awards. So we wrote out a page of just why our website was innovative and why we believed it gave us the edge. So we sent that off, and then earlier this year we found out that we'd actually won we had to keep it quiet for a few months. But now, obviously, it's all
out.
unveiled. Yeah.
Yeah, which is absolutely brilliant. What did you get for winning, Joe?
I believe we got £150 to go back into Beyond the Point, and I think the best bit is probably the title of Best Online Community Site for 2012.
But, I mean, how do you take it from here? Because I looked at it, as I said, this morning, and I had a brief look at it, and there's a lot on there, isn't it? But surely this, with all the other work you've got to do, how on earth are you going to grow the site and do that work as well?
I suppose if we sort of come this far from starting it at school, then we can only get stronger, but I don't think it's something we can really predict. It's just it will happen over time, really.
And are you building your own community on the site, Liam?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, up until now, we have covered sort of all over the South Essex coast, although we've really only sort of pitched towards the residents of Canvey, although really Canvey's only, say, 40% of what we cover on there. So I think that we'd like to start building a community in the places we've also covered elsewhere.
And Joe, what are your plans for the future? I mean, you're both 16 now. Joe, have you got an idea?
I actually want to go into media and do radio or film and television or something like that, so...
You make more money doing what you're doing now. And Liam, what about you?
I'd like to study, I'd be doing history at A-level, and then I might like to do university archaeology or something to do with perhaps historic buildings or conservation.
Right, so you both got a good idea of where you want to go. What next for the site? What plans have you got next for the site, Joe?
We have an interactive map on the site, but I suppose it's quite vague at the minute, so we're just going to continue to add on there, and that's whenever we go out we put the locations onto a Google Earth map, and then people can find out from there like where it is, what's there, pictures of it and that. So I suppose we're going to do that and just carry on posting articles, really.
Liam, looking at the website this morning, I thought this looks really, really professional. Has it cost you a lot to put it together?
No, I mean, really, it did start off using WordPress, which was a blog creation website, and really you just sort of choose your sort of theme, and the rest of it, really, although you do have to add in all the different menus and that. Although, really, I mean, all we've had to buy is the domain name www.beyondthepoint.co.uk. It's about £7.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in, and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I wish you the very best for the future. And I do recommend, if you have an interest in the south of Essex, have a look at the site and see what you think. Beyondthepoint.co.uk. Joe, Liam, thank you very much for coming in and joining me today. Queen and Don't Stop Me Now. Dave Monk, it's BBC Essex. When you meet guys like those two, you think, yeah, the future's safe. That's no problem at all. 14 they came up with this idea, and they've done it all. Go and have a look at the site. It's really worth it. Beyondthepoint.co.uk. Well done to them. How much did it cost? Oh, about £7. Oh, fair enough then. Let's go back to your texts and emails.